Hey, we were just talking about that earlier. Star notes are awesome. They're replacement notes, so something happened to the original one. What's going on, guys? Let's get into another bill search where we'll go through some pocket money I've had over the last couple of days. It's a good mix of, ones, fives, some tens, maybe some 20s, just stuff from the old wallet. We'll see if there's anything worth more than face value in it. Maybe some good serial numbers. So let's start right off. Really nice, crisp $5 note, Series 2017A. Things to look for, in short, would be shifts in the seals, serial numbers, anything funky printed, fancy serial numbers or pattern serial numbers, which is pretty self-explanatory, but stuff that's got, cool serial numbers to it, if I can talk. Mainly birthday notes, I think, are probably the most popular. I really like star notes. If they're in super good condition, you can get a couple bucks over face value. But anyhow, nothing jumping out in this bill. It's a little high for the serial number, but unless it's obscuring another part of the note, I wouldn't call it collectible. Super trashed $1 note. A little bit of repetition in 9s and 7s, but unless it's like good, like a 4 block, I wouldn't say that it's collectible either. So like 4 7s, 4 9s together would be stellar. But just a couple 7s and a couple 9s and then mix match numbers is not going to command anything over face value. But hey, if you collect something cool, you should hold on to it. I mean, I like star notes and stuff, and not all of those are worth a ton of money. I like weird stamp notes and notes that have writing and stuff on them. Those aren't necessarily worth money, but it's a great thing about the hobby, right? Worst case, I need a couple bucks and I go grab those and boom. Other things I like to look for, especially on ones, is on the reverse of the note. Anywhere there's a lot of fine detail I like to look at. So like where they use this kind of trope of the number 13 on the back on the seal here. There's a lot of fine detail areas where the print can be screwed up. So far, these are probably the cleanest ones. Normally, I get the ones with all the boogers and stuff on them. And again, kind of some repetition of numbers in the serial number, but nothing crazy. This one's shifted down into the left a little bit as far as print on the back of the note, and that's something you want to keep an eye out for. But of course, unless it's sitting off the note, it's not necessarily worth more. It's kind of a cool serial number. But again, this one's really ratted out condition-wise, so that's going to deter from any value over face value. Someone's written on the front of it. I love me some stamp notes. Little edge of a counter stamp there, somewhere in Virginia, it seems. But too beat up for me to hold on to. Hey, we were just talking about that earlier. Star notes are awesome. They're replacement notes, so something happened to the original one. And then this one was its replacement, so they annotate that with a star at the end. So nifty. Not all of them are valuable. I mean, people ask that in the comments a lot. If they're in really crisp condition, let's say like, I don't know, we had one earlier, but you get what I'm saying. A crisp bill that's in really good circulate condition can sometimes get, I would say, a couple bucks over the dollar face value. Now, where it really comes into value is when you have, let's say, a birthday note where it's 08, so August 25th, let's say 2001 or something. And those are going to command pretty good value. You can generally get 10, 15 bucks for birthday notes. Let's check out the back of the note. Sorry to go on and on there. I just want to cover the information. I'd rather you hear it, and then, hey, the information. Worst case, told you something you already know. And wasted your 20 seconds. Triple sixes, Mark of the Beast. Nothing crazy, though. This is wet ink transfer, or it's just a bleed through from the front. So unless it's really, dramatic, also not super collectible. Little over ink on the 5 there on both serial numbers. Super common for 2013 series, though. And nothing there. This bill's been wet before. I can tell. Funky. Weird little stamperoo or something. But you can just tell from the way it feels. You can't, but I can. A little bit of a shift in it, but again, unless it's dramatic and sitting on the edge or off the bill, little shifts are okay. And nothing jumping out there. Hey, another little edge of a counter stamp there, but that one can't be made out. Nice crinkled up $1 note, 2017 series. Nothing really jumping out on the back. If you ever see anything in these bill searches that I might have missed, definitely let me know. I do miss stuff. Nothing jumping out there. Sorry, I thought we had an issue here. Not where this clearly paint pen is. Hey. 576.61 paid. I have no idea what that means, and I have never seen that. I've never seen someone stamp a bill for a payment received like that. Let me know what you think that is. 576.61 paid. Nice paid note. I'm going to hold on to it until then. Wrinkled up $5 note, real beat up. Again, with condition and stuff, unless it's, you know, that does play a lot into it. So unless it's a really collectible note, an error note, if you're just collecting fancy serial numbers that are more baseline, like broken ladders and stuff like that, things like this, coincidentally, trinary note. So it's like trinary notes, 3 digits, right? So that's cool and all. There's a ton of trinary notes you can find in any run, whether it be 2013, 2017, whatever. But unless it's in really good condition and it's kind of a block trinary, like 444, 3, and then 2s or whatever. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm calling it a trinary when there's 4 digits, so I'm an idiot. But anyway, we'll still use it as an example. So if this was a trinary note, it would need to be in really good condition in order to command anything over face value, being a lesser fancy serial number that one, I guess, is not, but you get what I'm saying. So, point being, condition is 9/10 of the law. It needs to be in great circulated condition, like this $10 note. This thing's still crisp. It's a newer series bill, though, 2017A, so I would hope so, but you're looking for bills in high condition are always going to command more face value. Anywho, moving on. Nothing there. Destroyed $1 note. Kind of an ode to how our printing process in the US is. You can see how clear the serial numbers and seals still are. And hey, actually, look at that. 2 notes that are in order. This one's actually over-inked across the whole serial number, though, which is kind of neat. But still acceptable. Nothing's like smeared or anything like that, so we don't have an ink error. We don't have any kind of banknote error involved here, so it's not going to command any value over face value for a minor little over ink action. Plus, it's just they re-inked the rotary dial, and boom, you got a more solid serial number print. So what did we hold on to? Just this kind of fun 576.61 paid note. I've never seen a stamp like that, so I think it's kind of nifty. Nice little star note. Nothing crazy in the serial number. I wish this was like August 25th, 2020, or a date that's for like a birthday note. Then it would have a little more value over face value at that point, and that would be pretty sweet. But in this case, it's just a nice little star note, so I'll hold on to it for that. It'll eventually probably get sent back out in circulation, so somebody else can spend it on lunch or something. Let me know what you think about these bills that I found, what your favorite banknotes are to search for, and of course, let me know what you've come across in your banknote searches and coin searches lately in the comments below. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video.